seriously, why is this boxwood red? What's up with that? It was green. Let's see how it is in the middle. Hey everybody, I wanted to hop on here and do a video because it is a nice, sunny, bright Friday and the weather is really improving around here. So I wanted to just do kind of a little check-in on my seedlings, show you how these babies are coming along. I'm happy to report that for the most part, as you can see here, there's a lot of green. There's been a lot of success, and I am at the stage now with some of these seedlings that are a little bit bigger where I can focus on fertilizing. So still bottom watering, that means I'm still pouring my water into the reservoir of the tray here, which happens to be a cookie sheet, letting the seedlings hang out, soak up the water from the bottom for about 30 minutes to an hour. And then I'm dumping out the excess water and letting these guys hang out under grow lights. Of course, I'm adjusting my grow light situation. So the shorter plants like the Eryngiums, those are closer to the light, and that's just LED shop light, than, for instance, my Bachelor Button, which you can see are getting pretty tall, so I don't need the light bearing down, right on top of them. I can actually, adjust with my lights with the little S-hook situation that is going on there. My Snapdragons, check these out. Those are looking really, really good. And it looks like at this point I've got 2 sets of true leaves, so I could technically start fertilizing these as well. I was reading the directions on the back of the fertilizer. There's a couple of ways that you can do it, but you're still having to dissolve a certain amount of fertilizer in a gallon water. So I'm just going to use this to water from here on out because I know this is 1 gallon. So that's going to hopefully, provide some ease in terms of getting the ratio, because you definitely don't want to go too heavy-handed with the fertilizer because that could definitely kill off your seedlings. That's what I've been told. So today I am going to hold off on fertilizing because I just was not, sure of how I was going to go about that in terms of getting the right amount. And then it occurred to me, wait, milk jugs, which I have for winter sowing, these are 1 gallon. So that should be easy in terms of how to figure that out. So that's the direction I'm going to go in. And I just watered these the other day because they needed it. This is the regular potting soil with the exception of one of these trays, these cells, which I have the coconut core. Those have been pretty slow growing actually compared to the seedlings in the potting soil. So I have been, since it's been, pretty mild 50+ degree days in the afternoon here in Kentucky, I have been setting this tray out in my garage to get a little bit of indirect light. I'm starting the hardening off process. So it's going to be a slow slog, right, till we get these out in the landscape for good. But I definitely want to just, let them breathe a little bit, get some of that exposure to the outdoor elements. And I think under the shelter of the garage is a good place to do that. Today was a very windy day. We had a pretty strong wind gusts. So that was actually a good opportunity, especially for these taller Bachelor Button, to get some exposure, to build up their root system, to try to get a little bit stronger in terms of just wind variance and things like that. Because I understand that a lot of people put fans apparently on their seedlings to help them build strength so that they're good, strong, sturdy plants once you do plant them out into the landscape. But I thought it'd be good to just kind of dip the toe in a little bit under the garage. So things have been going well. It's been pretty easy for me to, utilize the timer on my phone to be able to turn the light on in the morning about 5, 6 a.m. And then that light turns off at 9 p.m. is when I have my alarm set to go down there and turn the light off. Because of course the plants need that period overnight where they don't have light on them. All kinds of things happening with their little plant cells. So it's been pretty easy so far. I haven't needed an automatic timer for the plants because I think it's just a good idea in general to keep an eye on those seedlings, and that's a good way to do that. If you don't have an automatic timer, I say no harm, no foul, because you're able to kind of baby your plants a little bit more and give them some specialized attenzione. If you can't tell, I'm in a really good mood today. I just have been loving this weather. I've been putting my windows open in my house. I've been getting some deep cleaning done with some of those harsher chemicals, you know, because I can open the windows up, right, and let those air out. So that's been really good. I typically try to use natural products to clean my home, but when it comes to the tile and grout and the mildew situation in the showers and baths, of course, that needs maybe some of the heavier cleaning products. So it's really a good opportunity to get that spring cleaning in, right? I think that's probably why they call it that. But yeah, I just went with this Fertilome, I don't know how you pronounce that, brand at my local nursery. It was nice to get in there and see some familiar faces and, you know, just start getting pumped up to go in there in the spring. There was a lot of green there. Nothing's really in bloom yet, as you can imagine. I'm in zone 6B. Projected last frost date is typically mid-April to late April, but I get my vegetable garden started way sooner than that, typically the end of March. So I know I'm still taking a chance with some frost, but you know, I don't know if this spate of 50-degree temperatures in February is going to last. I have no idea. I mean, you can obviously look at long-range forecasts in the almanac to check that out. But typically, you know, if you're waiting until Mother's Day, which a lot of people do around here, I think that's a little too late for me personally. So definitely looking at the next few weeks to start thinking about vegetable seeds. Not quite sure how I'm going to lay out the garden this year, but I definitely do a crop rotation. I keep track on what I plant where, and I try to move around in a way that, you know, will give me greater success for the season. Just wanted to bring you guys up to date on my winter sowing project I've got out in the backyard. I've got some lavender seeds that I've put out there in these gallon jugs. Bachelor Button is just so great. It's a perennial, purple flowers, and it just seems to really take off in terms of seedling growth. So I have pretty good expectations for that one. The lavender seeds, the ones that I cold stratified in the refrigerator, those have not sprouted yet. Those have not germinated, and it's been 36 hours or so. So we'll see what happens in the next few days. I'll definitely update you guys and let you know. You know, but haven't seen anything so far. I hope that my fridge, the temperature in there was not too crazy, because I have some ice issues in my refrigerator. I probably need to get a new one right now. But anyway, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have better luck with the lavender out in the winter sow garden. But you know, I don't know how much colder we're gonna get. I mean, it is starting to get warm, so we'll see. I probably could have started those a little bit sooner. I'm just getting really excited for spring to finally get here. I think most of us, after those supremely freezing cold temperatures that we had in January and part of February, we're just ready to, you know, get on with the show. I know I love seeing the green. It was lovely with the snow on the ground and the white and all, but the green is a welcome sight. I am starting to see some of my bulbs coming up, which is nice. I am looking into pest control options because we have deer, we have a squirrel. Of course, I've been showing you guys that's been getting into the bird feeder. I mean, if the squirrel can stay occupied in there, I'd rather him be in there than, you know, eating up my flowers. But I may potentially put something down to try to keep the critters from eating up my bulbs, because I'm just so happy that they actually sprouted. You know, I put those in December. What are you guys seeing out there? Are you starting to see some of your bulbs saying hello for spring? Have you started your seeds? I really want to know, and I find out, you know, just exactly what your process is. It's been a fun seeds starting experiment for me, for sure. I have some places in mind in the yard that I want to put these, and I can't wait to see them really flourish and take off. So keep up with me here. I'm going to be posting shorts throughout the next couple days and weeks, you know, as there's actually something to talk about. It's pretty nice. I'll see you guys later.